Yo. So I remember when I just got my first Ney Flute. I couldn't find any decent video that talks about an easy way to get that sexy low register on Ney. Don't even get me started on the Persian way of Ney playing. It was hella frustrating because for some reason I couldn't sustain the low notes, and sometimes it was impossible for me to even produce them. So I read some Turkish books and watched videos about the Arabic way of Ney playing anyway. But the enigma of producing that rich low register was quite hard for me to solve. Lucky for you, my friend, I will show you how to get that rich low register, as well as an easy hack that will let you produce those low notes every time you want. So you can impress your girl, boy, MILF, or DILF. Actually, I don't know what DILF stands for. Now let us jump to the meat and potatoes of this tutorial. Before we get started, I presume you know how to make your Ney sing. If not, you can watch my first video where I talk about the easiest way of producing sounds from your Ney. Now that we got that out of the way, let's dive in, shall we? So grab your Ney and without closing any hole, try to produce this sound. Of course, the pitch of this note depends on the type of Ney you have. For me, I am using Rast flute or Yildiz flute. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And the note I was producing is G sharp or A flat. Now, if I use my Duca or Super Day Ney, I will produce A sharp or B flat, which is the following. Though the bigger the Ney, the harder they play. That rhymes! So don't worry about the pitch, just get the sound right. Now the position I just played is the easiest way to produce your first low note. There are some key points to bear in mind though. Another day, another set of clothes. Continuity, am I right? First, make sure you blow wink wink into your Ney as if you are trying to fog a mirror. Now you might be asking, but how can I do that? And I would respond, just relax, you smart ass. Now to know that you are doing it correctly, you should feel the airstream in the back of your throat, as if you are sucking a c. So it would be like, but you do this, ooh, so you do. This is an exaggerated example, but this would be like this. This technique opens up the throat and gives better control of the air while being aware of how much air pressure you are putting into the Ney. Now lips play a major part in this equation too, but I have the best hack in store for you concerning this point. So grab your Ney flute and start by making your sound. Now you close the holes one by one, starting from the closest one to you. Don't forget about this one, of course. And when you reach the last one, you open the thumb hole, like so. That's a low note! I'm exaggerating the movement of my fingers to show you which hole I'm closing and opening. This works every time and it's the way that worked for me. Now familiarize yourself with this low note, and when you do, try to get it without relying on this technique, like so. When you can get this note easily, now try this. Of course, while going down the Ney, stop where you feel that the note you produce is not full or steady, and familiarize yourself with each note until you can get it every time, reliably. Beware now, the lowest note, this one, will give you quite the trouble, so remember that patience is key here. Whenever you get frustrated, try to play with the notes you can get and just jam with yourself. That way you can even acquire that smooth transition between low and high register that the masters are known by. Now I presume that you got that low register locked down tight. Let us jam!